Ain't no music today. We just gonna go straight to it. Welcome
Straight
to an episode of Frank Presents the Play Call. We're joined with the team and one of our guests that comes on quite often, Mr. Blanco. How you doing, brother? What's going on?
Hey, I'm doing great. Gotta state the obvious prayers up to Hamlin for him and his family and everybody else involved. Yeah, I know I was super hyped up, amped up watching that game, so that was real tough to see, man. But they said it looked like he's doing better, so I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, the reports are that he is doing better. So, hopefully he gets out of this soon. Hopefully it doesn't end his career, and hopefully he can get back to being normal and all that good stuff. How's everybody else doing, Bree?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Frank?
I'm tired, but I'm good. June?
Doing good, doing good. How are you?
Outstanding. And Nikki, what's going on with you? What?
We can't hear you.
How?
I can hear you now.
Now you're good. Now you're good.
I'm doing great.
What?
What's going on?
Man,
I don't know what she
New
got
Year's.
going over there.
She redoing New Year's.
Shut up.
The Wi-Fi on her car ain't working right. All right, well, let's get right to it. Bree, you want to do the recaps? You want me to do it? How you want to do it?
I'll do them.
All right.
All right, week 17. On Thursday, December 29th, the Cowboys defeated the Titans 27-13. On Sunday, January 1st, the Falcons defeated the Cardinals 20-19. The Lions defeated the Bears 41-10. The Chiefs defeated the Broncos 27-24. The Patriots defeated the Dolphins 23-21. The Giants defeated the Colts 38-10. The Saints defeated the Eagles 20-10. The Buccaneers defeated the Panthers 30-24. The Browns defeated the Commanders 24-10. The Jaguars defeated the Texans 31-3. The 49ers defeated the Raiders in overtime 37-34. The Seahawks defeated the Jets 23-6. The Packers defeated the Vikings 41-17. The Chargers defeated the Rams 31-10, and the Steelers defeated the Ravens 16-13. And Monday's game was postponed.
And the Bengals defeated the Bills 7-3.
It's postponed.
Anyway, with that being said, week 17 was won by, drum roll, please.
I don't have drum roll.
Can't you bang on the damn desk? Happens to be Frank. Frank won the week. No, that's it. We don't need nothing else.
Oh, no, I'm gonna get it. So what's the total now, Nick?
I'm gonna tell you. So Frank won with 12 correct predictions, and myself, Bree, and June tied with 11 correct predictions. I am clearly still in the lead.
Darn it.
Yeah, hey, look,
come down to week 18.
I've been up the call all these weeks, and y'all let Nikki be beating y'all up out here.
No, listen, we got to give credit. June had a big lead, bro.
June
was sitting pretty with like 20 plus wins.
Yeah,
all of us, right? And he started getting lazy with his picks. Thought, hey, I got to win. I'm gonna take a nap and come back and win the race. And the orders passed him. You know what I'm saying?
Then the rest of us, the slow turtles.
They tortoise, huh? Nikki the tortoise. I love to see it.
Just going slow. But hold on, because let me give you. So I'm in the lead with 167 correct prediction. Frank and June are tied.
Gotta make it interesting for the end of the year, week 18, just like the NFL.
Bro, you had a lead.
Let you guys come back. You know what I mean?
Watch me win now. In a tie with 162 correct predictions, followed by Bree with 147.
So it's the second week in a row that we've picked double-digit wins, all of us. Or the second time this season, because you said a few weeks ago or last week.
No. Oh, that's okay, baby. It's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's okay. So week 16, Frank, you and I only picked one double digit, but you are correct. Week 15, we all had double digit.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, I mean,
it would have came down to the Bills though, because I picked opposite from you guys.
Yeah, I picked.
So with the no. So you if okay. So yeah, Monday night game would have determined if I mean no, it wouldn't have. If the Bengals had lost, Frank, myself, and Bree would have tied.
Yeah.
If the Bengals had won, Frank would still have led with still 13 instead of 12, and then you would have had 12 instead of 11. So Frank, regardless, it was either Frank was going to win or he was going to tie.
Yeah.
You was always going to trail.
As long as I beat you, that's all that matters.
Yeah, you beat me by one correct prediction, right? But I'm still winning the thing. Yeah, you are right.
Hey, Blanco, Nikki's like on a 2-minute drill every week. You know what I'm saying? She
Listen, so this week I am shitting like everything, right? Because I'm only leading by 5 and anything can happen week 18.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's definitely some calls to be made week 18. Y'all gotta work on y'all hands.
Yeah, and this week is what counts the most.
I wrote my picks out already. I left them at work.
Oh man.
So I started my picks already. I have gone back and forth on a few, but I'm gonna trust my gut because let me tell you something. Had I trust my gut a few weeks in the beginning, I would have been leading by more. But it's okay.
Oh gosh, here we go.
God, listen. God had a plan, and
Blanca, this is what she used to do. I'm gonna pick this team, but I know this team's gonna win. So then just say the team you know is going to win. And then when the team she picked loses, she goes, oh, I should have just picked the team that I knew was going to win. It was like, well, we told you to.
No, Bree, first of all, the first couple of weeks you weren't there. So
I know I wasn't there.
Ma'am.
My first couple of weeks back.
Ma'am, this is what I say. I'm like, the Titan is going to win. But I know the for sure team is going to be this team. And then the Titans will win. I won't say I'm gonna pick this team, but I know.
No, it was the Packers played somebody, and you're like, I'm gonna go with this team, even though I know the Packers are gonna win. So we're like, why don't you just pick the Packers? You're like, because I want to pick this team. We're like, okay. And then the Packers won.
You did do that. You did.
No, then the Packers won it.
She was like, I'm gonna go with this team, but in my gut is gonna say that I felt this team's gonna win. And we'll be like, so why don't you just pick that team? And then Sunday comes, Blanco. Here comes Sunday. We're on FaceTime before she's going to work. And we're saying that.
Khalil, can you please go lock this door?
They were going to win. I should have just stuck to my gut and I would have won this week.
It's open.
I'll be doing it to myself. That's what you be doing.
Listen, let me tell you, before the week even started, right? Last 2 weeks ago, I switched the Titans to the Texans. And I hold on, it's the truth. I said I wanted to switch the Eagles to the Cowboys. That had nothing to do. They allowed me to switch one, which was fair, right?
They did. I voted against.
Oh, hey, I would have voted against too. You put your bid in. You put it.
Great, but they did. Listen, so the Eagles lost like I thought they would. You know what happened? Low key, and I'm gonna get off. The reason why, because I've been saying that Cowboys will beat the Eagles. I've been saying that all freaking.
Yeah, she has.
Why?
Fair enough.
What are you talking about? I've been saying it.
You said it. You said it week 4 too when they lost.
I know. I said it week 4 because they had their backup quarterback. I said they didn't. They would have beat y'all. So I knew week whatever that they would.
I mean, the Cowboys beat the Eagles for one reason and one reason only.
No,
because Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, obviously. We all know that.
Yeah, it's the same reason why the Eagles beat the Cowboys. It was no Dak Prescott. But hold on. My AirPod fell off.
We saw bloopers. We saw the bloopers. Go ahead.
Hold on. Okay, thanks. But whatever. I don't really care about that. The reason why
who's better and more impactful? Is it Dak or is it Hurts?
Right now it's Jalen Hurts.
Okay. All right, cool. We good then.
Right? No, I mean, that's fair. You can see that. However, the reason why I went the Eagles is because they lost to the Jags the week prior. And I knew they would play hard. And of course, I LOVE my team. Everybody knows this. But that's what took me off my square. If it wasn't because of that, I would have stuck with my gut, the gut that I've had the whole season. But anyway, neither here or there. We're in week 18. Let's roll.
Forgive me.
Hey, let's ride. Let's ride.
Hey, forgive me.
Huh?
Nikki, who's your team?
Oh, who don't? Oh, hold on.
I don't.
Oh, I got you. Let me clear my throat. Doom up the Jacksonville Jaguar. Sound of the roar. They know who they are. Come on now. All right, I digress.
I'm weak.
All right, let's go. Let's kick it off. Let's get it going.
Okay.
While y'all doing that, now I could drive home. Oh, I ain't paid, man.
So first, we're all going to say our thoughts and prayers for Damar Hamlin. Okay, moment of silence for him. Pray that things get better. He is progressing, good signs. So yeah, you want to, I said moment of silence. I was going to say, Frank, you want to lead us in a prayer?
Oh, wow, you said moment of silence.
Sorry.
Shit, my damn air fryer.
All right, we good because he said.
Hey, I got a lot going on over here. I just hard.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Blanco said it best at the beginning, you know, and prayers to the family. He's 24-year-old man, came in the league as a 6th round, 212 pick. He was trying to make his bed. You know, he was trying to get in. He stepped in when Poyer went out, played well. It's a freak accident. It's a freak thing of nature. Seeing something like that in basketball, never seen it in football. It's just weird, man. It's weird. It's one of those things that you can't account for or prepare for, to be honest. It's not, you know, I don't think there's a protocol for that in the handbook. You know what I'm saying? You can look it up. I don't think it's there. So I hope he gets better. At the end of the day, what matters the most is that he pulls through, his oxygen levels get back to normal, and he's back to himself. Whether he plays football again, that's secondary. That's irrelevant. What matters the most now is that at least he can be with his family and get back to being a healthy young man in society and doing right, you know, because he was out there just trying to get a spot in, you know?
Uh-oh, Frank. You said the word.
What, irrelevant?
Yeah.
I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose.
So there has been a lot of changes to starting teams for week 18. And a lot of injury updates as well. So I'm just going to read a couple of them. Good and bad injury updates. So the first one is, with the Dolphins preparing to be without Tua and Teddy Bridgewater, dealing with the dislocated pinky, Miami is signing veteran quarterback Mike Glennon to its practice squad.
Oh, my gosh.
Mike Glennon?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, when you scratching bottom barrel right now, bro. I mean, think about it. Everybody, Dalton's on the Saints. He's not free.
Hey, give me Ryan Fitzpatrick. He know the system and everything.
Right. Hey, he's too busy doing Thursday night football. He ain't coming back. Fitzmagic.
Thursday night football over with, ain't it?
Yeah. It's done.
They got one more Thursday game.
No, we don't.
I'm pretty sure Thursday night is done.
It's done. It's done.
They ain't got nobody else out there. Who you gonna go get? Who?
Fitzmagic. Ain't nobody ever gave Mike Glennon a nickname.
Oh, you right. You know the system. And well, yeah, he does.
That's
the system.
I would rather see that.
Who, Fitzmagic? Fitzmagic does know the system in Miami. Remember?
Oh boy, didn't bring his own OC in, a new OC in.
But you got to think about, even if he did bring the OC in, Fitzmagic or whatever the hell his name is, he started in that Shanahan system, and Mike Daniels came from the Shanahan system.
You're right. I mean, hey, you never know. He might suit up.
But I think that's one of the worst collapses I've seen in a while. The Dolphins.
I mean, what happens when you take the number one person out? Your system's built around one person. It's the single point of failure. I.e., the Eagles with Jalen Hurts, i.e., him coming back, and
they went on that 3-game losing streak against those 3 big opponents with Tua. What was that? Chargers, 49ers, and somebody else.
And the Bills.
Yep, that was with Tua.
I mean, but okay, so look, we talking about the number 1 defense in the league in the fourth.
But what I'm saying though is before that, their schedule was cakewalks besides losing to us and losing to the Bills. And then that's why everybody said, all right, now we're gonna know if the Dolphins are for real or not. And they went out there with Tua with that, high octane offense that now you talking about Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle better than the Migos in Cincinnati. And they went out there and got smacked 3 weeks in a row.
Well, I mean, they caught y'all early. They caught y'all early. Nobody thought that they was gonna beat y'all when they did. No,
they didn't beat us. They lost to us.
No, I thought. Wait a minute.
Tua got the second concussion.
That's right. He got taken out. Y'all took him out for sure this time. Y'all ain't play. Y'all took him out for sure, which wasn't even a bad hit. His head just hit the ground.
Candle.
He never stayed against the Bills though. We said that already. He shouldn't have been in there against the Bills. They probably would have lost that one if he was out the game. But so let's talk about it, right? So Tua, a lot of questions came into the season. His arm not being strong, noodle arm, all the memes of him throwing to a trash can when the guy was wide open on the side. He can't throw.
We all made memes on. We all said memes on.
So but then he came out, he played well. He played well. A lot of people giving him a lot of flowers, and then he gets hurt. And the team starts struggling. And like you said, he was in the game. Do you think that the lack of consistency when he was out because he was out for what, at least 3 weeks after that concussion? He was out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, he was out for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, about 3 weeks before they let him come back and play. So that takes away the chemistry right there.
Yeah, and then Teddy got hurt too. I will say that.
And then you coming in against teams that are hot because the Bills picked up. Then the Niners defense was there. They're number 1 in the league. And you said who's the other team?
Chargers.
And the Chargers that, Jay Herbo found his rhythm. He's out there slinging it.
Herbo is he is hot and cold.
Well, I think he's hot now. I think he turned it around right now.
He turned it around at the right moment, just like Aaron Rodgers.
Well, Herbo, they got a lot of players back too. They had and that's on offense and defense. Me personally, with I like the Dolphins, man. I like Tua. The issue is who was that was talking? One of the guys on ESPN was saying the issue now is that he's almost too much of a liability health wise. You know what I mean? Because like you said, that consistency, that continuity is key. And if you hear 3 weeks out 2, here 5 out 4, it's like, bro. And the problem is you don't even. He's so. I hate to say this word, but I can't think of a better one right now. He's so fragile right now that you don't even know what hit is taking him out. Like, we can't even run that game back and say, oh, that's when he got hurt. We could say that's probably when he got hurt. But, these are routine plays, and they knocking him out of games.
I don't think he was 100% to begin with, if we're going to be real. I feel like the NFL should put a protocol in. If you have 3 concussions in one season, you should sit out, especially back like that.
But even if
why we got to wait to 3?
I'm gonna say, even if they did that, though, technically right now, this is only his second because they called that Buffalo Bills shit back problems, which we all know is complete bullshit.
Right.
True.
Right.
The Dolphins failed him with that. You know what I mean? Like,
most definitely.
100% did. 100% did.
Yeah, I still go with that.
So okay, Dolphins are on a no-name veteran quarterback that's coming back. All right. Next.
I mean, it don't matter because they're eliminated, but Bears quarterback Nathan Peterman will start in place of Justin Fields on Sunday versus the Vikings. Field is dealing with a strained hip, and the Bears said team doctors will not let him play.
They're protecting him. That's smart. That's what they should have did for RG3, but we'll talk about that next.
Okay, the Cardinals are on to their 20th quarterback this season. Cardinals head coach told reporters that quarterback David Blow will start Sunday's regular season finale versus the 49ers.
Listen, Bree, I know your mind is crazy, but that man's name is Blau, okay?
I have the worst name pronunciation. I can't pronounce nobody's name correctly. Blau. Blau.
Places, but that man's name is Blau, not Blow.
But it's like OUH, and I thought of like dough, so I put blow, you know?
Hey, Black A. Black A. You hear Black A? You mean Blake? Hey, Ron.
Blicky. I thought it was French.
Mhm.
Blicky.
Okay, for the second straight day, Titans running back Derrick Henry was in full participation in practice, and he is expected to return Saturday versus Jacksonville after missing last week's game due to a hip injury.
He's ready. He's
Hey,
ready. I don't give a damn.
He said, listen, I'm King Henry. I'm going to run this ball down your throat.
We ready.
They better win on Saturday.
We gonna win.
I got the Jags winning that game.
Well, I'm picking Jags.
The whole world got the Jags winning the game.
That's not
the whole world.
That's not true. That's not
Except
true.
for Nashville.
It's true.
It's not true.
No, it's true.
There's people don't know who the Jags are in other places.
It's people picking Joshua Dobbs.
I love Josh Dobbs. He's my old baby.
Hey, he looked so frustrated at one game when they were playing and they was dropping the balls. And he's
against
like,
the Cowboys?
Like, come on, man. Like, those are catches. Those are first downs. You dropping them.
Yeah.
He had eyebrows. You could really see his frustration. But anyway, next.
And then the last.
I'm glad.
No, he has a condition where he can't grow hair.
Yeah, I know what it is. I know somebody that has it, and they have no eyebrows, none whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. He has no hair either on his head. Yeah. He would make a great swimmer.
Should we change topics before I say something that's
not? Yeah, we gonna go.
We microblading now. He could microblade.
Jesus.
No.
Microblade. Yeah.
Okay, so the last one I have is Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson once again did not show up to practice today. Asked about his status, head coach John Harbaugh said, "I'm just going to leave all of that stuff alone and focus on the game and my players and have my guys ready for the game. Today marks 31 days since Lamar suffered his knee injury." That tells me there's drama. That response says that's drama.
Of course there's drama. You got an MVP quarterback and don't pay him. There's drama.
I think if the Get Up had a great point, right? If he would have got paid, he would have been playing right now.
Yeah.
With a sore knee and all. And that's the entire difference right there.
But you also
he's
have
not
to
paid,
think.
so he ain't playing.
Is that a problem though?
No, but you also have to think. And his last year when he got injured and he didn't play the last 2 games, he still showed up to practice, but he just didn't participate. He's just not showing up to practice at all.
Nikki, what you was going to say, Nick, before I go? Because I know you wanted to say something.
He is babying an injury. He is trying to make sure he comes back 100%. The thing is, when he come back 100%, he is not coming back to the Baltimore Ravens, and that's what it is.
Oh, I don't think he's going back to Baltimore.
So I'm agree with Nikki, and we've all said this in our regular conversations. The Ravens don't pay money like that. Ex-Raven players have said they don't pay money like that. And when he banked on himself, like he did, he was having a great season up until he wasn't having a season no more. And I feel you're mad because they didn't pay you. You didn't get an agent. You should have got an agent because the agent doesn't have any loyalty to the team. The agent is loyal to you and to his pockets. So guess what the agent is gonna do? He
negotiate for you.
Is gonna apply that pressure on that team and start talking to other teams to get these figures to say, listen, you either pay or we go somewhere else. He didn't do that. The season started. The team did what the team's gonna do. Oh, come play. Yeah, don't worry about it. We keep negotiating. And look, now you're hurt. And now you're not even showing up. So you just digging a bigger hole, in my opinion, by not even coming to the facility.
But you know what, though, Frank? And I think it's all calculated. I think it's failures on both sides of it. And I think that, like you said, that's the failure on Lamar's part. But also now, that's the card. That's damn near the only card he has to play is to ruin the relationship. Because if he doesn't ruin the relationship, then guess what? Oh, boom, franchise tag. See you next year, buddy. You know what I mean? So he kind of got to muddy it up a little bit so they just figure out, hey, all right, well, We gotta
cut our losses.
You know what I mean?
I mean, they're gonna franchise tag him anyway.
I mean, I would say so, unless they think it's too much of an issue with him at that point. You know what I mean? Unless they think that, all right, well, if he gets hurt next year, he's gonna do the same bullshit. It's 2 years in a row now. You know what I mean?
Franchise tag is guaranteed money.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot more now than it was when Dak Prescott did it or when they did it to Kirk Cousins on the Commanders.
But it's still less than
what he wants.
Yeah, it's still less than market money. You know what I'm saying?
But remember, he wants guaranteed money, right?
Yeah, he wants guaranteed money over a length of a contract, not over a season. You know what I mean?
What they were saying was, if he takes let's say they franchise tag him 2 years in a row, like they did Kirk Cousins, and I think they did Dak the same way. He'll get over $100 million guaranteed, and then bust him over the head for another $100 and something million. You see what I'm saying?
But the thing is, though, if you get that same 4-year contract, what's the 4-year contract guarantee going to be worth? It's going to be worth that same. It's going to be worth more because you got an extra 2 years.
But they offered him money. They did. They offered him how much? It was like 180 mil guaranteed or something like that.
And he never like 188.
You had to show me that because I was looking. I got to talk to more friends, and
I'm gonna find it. Let me find it.
Yeah,
I think the way that Kyler Murray, the way that Russell Wilson, hell, the way that fucking Watson, the way that those 3 quarterbacks alone maneuvered their guarantees and their long-term tenures in their franchises. If I was the owner, I wouldn't pay you that much. It's just too much risk. You may be worth it, but it's just too much risk on the organization when I could be fixing the rest of the team.
I agree. Problem is, once they do that, it fucks the market up. That's just like if Shell, BP, and Sonoma say we want to sell gas for $4, then the next goddamn gas station, shit, they gotta sell it for at least $3.90 because that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like
the owner of the Ravens, and I said this last week or whenever we talked about this last time, he's the one that came out and said that what the Browns did was stupid to guarantee him $230 million.
He said it was stupid. Why? Because that's gonna impact him more sooner than damn near any other team.
And remember, they learned from Flacco's mistake. Remember, they paid Flacco money after that one Super Bowl, and they lost players. They couldn't keep the other players. So the point of it is to learn from your mistake. They won a Super Bowl and paid the quarterback, and then couldn't even rebound. Right now, your quarterback how many playoff wins he has? I think 1.
Lamar, like 1 or 2. But
he has 1.
So even if you take the fact that, all right, Flacco had a legendary Super Bowl run, right? I don't think anybody or any football people, for the most part, period, are going to tell you that you're going to win more games because of Flacco than you will because of Lamar. So that's a completely different situation.
I agree with you, but what I'm saying is when they paid him that money, people like Ed Reed and shit were upset because they couldn't first off, they couldn't get paid, and you lost a majority of the team because all your money was in one player. So if I'm an owner, I might not want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
The difference now is they don't have an Ed Reed or a Ray Lewis or a Suggs they don't have none of those type of guys. So if you kind of want to stay in the contention, you either gonna have to rebuild otherwise. And that's why they fucked themselves, is because they built a team around a certain way they wanted to play with Lamar. Now they don't want to keep Lamar around. So it's like, all right, now you gotta either gotta stick it out with Lamar or rebuild a whole fucking system.
I agree with what you was gonna say.
So the Ravens' finals offer included $133 million guaranteed on a 6-year deal. He wanted $230 million, if possible.
That's not impossible. Hey, that's $100 million less than the fucking massage chair guy got.
He was going to get more money a year than what Russell Wilson is getting per year with the Broncos.
Didn't Tannehill get 120?
I don't know. Yeah, I think he got an extension or something. Yeah.
Like, oh man, we can't pay Lamar Jackson Tannehill money.
But listen, real shit. You can't count my pockets though.
But you can.
Right.
If I'm an owner, you're an owner, Bria owner. Everybody's an owner here, and you went out and gave Burrow $500,000.
He gonna get.
You know, Like I'm not gonna allow my quarterback to be like, yo, I want $500,000 too. Nah,
Right.
I'll find somebody else. Go.
Yeah, and that's what's gonna have to happen. You know what I mean? And then the Ravens are gonna suck, and I'm gonna love it.
Because I'm gonna
that's like Blanco and Frank. I see them eating McDonald's, and I tell my mommy, I want McDonald's too. I ain't got McDonald's money, so you go get something else to eat.
So I'm gonna say this, man. The problem,
but and the only messed up part about that analogy is, as parents, we ain't in competition with each other in the league.
No. Yeah,
you're right. However, here's the thing. Here's what I'm gonna say about it. Right, we can move on to the next one. I want Lamar to get paid. I do, but I've said this before. I need him to evolve a little better. Right. I'm gonna give credit to June, so June don't catch a heart attack. I was big on Jalen Hurts. Can he get the ball because he has to run it, right? Then
another example, please.
He listened to the podcast, and the next game he throws for 4 touchdowns or 3 touchdowns, something like that, no picks. Then they say, oh well, he can't do this, and he does it. So what he's teaching, or what Sirianni and the rest of them are doing, is they're forcing Jalen Hurts into a position to improve his other skills so he's not one-dimensional with the run. Hence why they can keep a A.J. Brown, a Smith, and everybody in the team, because they know they're going to get the ball.
Right.
In the Ravens, if I'm a wide receiver 1, I'm not going there unless I'm okay with my numbers stopping, reducing a little bit, or maybe drastically, and if we win.
How is Lamar Jackson supposed to evolve himself? They want it. Bless you. You want to evolve himself. So you go out and do what you do for number one QB1. Go out there and get them those weapons. They traded his.
That's what I was about to say.
He doesn't have an outside threat. It's running back by committee, and you know what I mean. It's terrible, bro. You can't say you need him to show you more on that end and then take away from that end.
But Marquise wanted to leave, bro. Marquise said it doesn't fit I don't fit the system. That's why he wanted Kyler.
So check this.
The ball.
So check this. A.J. Brown got traded from the Titans, not because he wanted to leave, but because they didn't want to pay him, right? But they knew that they needed that a receiving threat because it's the damn NFL, so they draft a receiver. You trade Marquise Brown and draft a center.
Right.
To help with the run. That's what it was about.
Yes, it's to help Lamar run the ball.
Because they don't want him to evolve. They want to run him into the dirt.
So, and as a quarterback, there's been times he can throw that ball, and he has a strong arm. Let's be real. Lamar got a good arm. But you're not going to improve it if you don't. You're right. It's a 50-50 thing. You know what I'm saying?
He's not going to improve it. DeMarcus Robinson and Crochet.
So I'm going to throw this out there. I'm going to throw this out there, right? Before we move on, because I thought about it, right? We're saying Tua, ain't it? He sometime-ish. And they got some weapons. They got a good tight end. They got 2 outstanding wide receivers. What if Lamar went down there?
He would fucking go crazy. He would go crazy.
They said there, or maybe Las Vegas too, because they got weapons in Las Vegas too.
Bro, if Lamar went to Miami, oh my God, I would not want to play them in the playoffs, in the regular season, or in the preseason.
And you got to think, they got most.
He has an arm. He proved it. He proved it in Louisville. He has an arm.
Yeah, he did. He proved it in the league. He led the league in touchdown passes.
Yeah, he was having a great season this year. Let's be real. He was having a good season. And I ain't gonna lie, I thought if he could stay healthy, even win one playoff game and prove that, hey, I can do it, they were gonna have to pay him or let him go.
Before we go to the next subject, just a simple question. Can you name me another quarterback whose franchise, any top 15 quarterback whose franchise hasn't put a receiver around him, at least one? Even if the receiver ended up not being as good as we all thought, they tried. You can't name one.
No.
You said top 15 quarterback?
Yeah.
According to A-Rod said he didn't get a fuck body.
Yeah.
Hey, well, if we talk about top 15 quarterbacks, if you look at the QBRs, Aaron Rodgers is bottom 6. So give me another one.
I mean, the Patriots ain't really do much for Mac Jones. They got rid of the offensive coordinator. They hired another one and put a defense coordinator.
The crazy part about it is, I'd rather you bring in Devontae Parker than Deshaun Jackson.
Yo, Devontae Parker's nice though. I ain't gonna lie to you. If he can stay healthy, that he made some magnificent catches.
And that's what I'm saying. At least they put in an effort. You know what I mean?
I mean, but that's another reason why I wouldn't want to sign with them if I was Lamar. You know, so we've talked about this in the past, right? And I say this going back to like basketball a lot. Patrick Ewing, you know, Barkley, a lot of these older cats from my era retired without rings because they stayed loyal to a franchise that never brought the right stuff in, right? And if we look at football, it's the same thing. We've had plenty of people that never won Super Bowls because maybe the team didn't build around it, didn't get what they needed, you know? We talked about this last week with Stafford. You know, the Rams gave up their great grandchildren to win a Super Bowl. Was it worth it? You know what I'm saying? But we stay loyal to what? The city, the people, the nothing. When LeBron left the Cavs to go win a ring, they burnt this jersey. You know, when you go to a better situation, because at the end of the day, nobody plays a sport to never win a championship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You playing it to win the championship. That's the top of the top. You know, you don't go play soccer and do the World Cup not to try to win it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not a thing. So why be loyal to them? If you know that they traded your wide receiver one, didn't bring another wide receiver in. You know, the defense was the cream of the crop for them forever. And they played that smash mouth football, you know, when Rice was there to run it down your throat. It was like dirty, not dirty in the sense of like illegal, but dirty in the sense of in the trenches. That's what they would do, you know? And they went from that. For what? You go back to that, or go somewhere where Dolphins, Raiders, Rams, who else?
Out of the AFC North, God damn it.
The 49ers are going to be without a quarterback soon. So, I mean.
The 49ers, you said?
Yeah.
I don't think the 49ers have enough assets left to go for somebody like Lamar.
And I don't think they'll go away from Purdy if Purdy keeps doing okay.
True. Yeah, because the key is to win.
Trey Lance went down to third string. I know that for sure.
Wow.
The major goal in the NFL is to win as cheap as you can at the quarterback position.
So, I got breaking news on my phone just now. It said Trey Lance is going to be the guy that squirts the juice in Purdy's mouth. Pause in between time. What's the next topic, Bree? Let's go.
No. Do you remember that video, Frank? I showed you it was on FaceTime. And Purdy was going to go sign somebody's gloves. And Trey Lance was there. And he was taking pictures. And it was like, breaking news, Trey Lance is now the new 49ers photographer. Purdy was Trey Lance was taking the pictures for Purdy. So they were like, breaking news, Trey Lance is now the new 49ers photographer.
That's so dirty.
That is dirty.
But think about it. Guess what Trey Lance now becomes? He becomes a trade bait, right? Just like that. He becomes trade bait. They're already stacked. Let me trade him where, I don't know, Houston? Who knows, right? That's the number one draft pick. Let me trade his ass to Houston. Houston is going to give me X, Y, and Z, and the 49ers still stay relevant if they don't get to the Super Bowl this year. So then 10 minutes later, Lamar strolls through the locker room like, hey, cuz, I don't know how they did it, but they did it.
Hey, John Lynch doing his thing over there. I will say that.
Yeah, he is. He got it figured out. He got a system.
Hey, June, before we move on, you see that right there?
Oh, I peeped it. I was gonna say something earlier, man, but I didn't say nothing. I was like, I do it right there. See, that's why we good, man. That's exactly why we good right there.
Yeah, my guy.
Oh, look at this hater over there.
So I have a slide. I have slides of playoff scenarios. So Miami Dolphins clinch wild card berth with a win over the Jets, and the Patriots lost to the Bills. Pittsburgh Steelers clinch wild card berth with a win over the Browns. Patriots lost to the Bills, and the Dolphins lost to the Jets.
Oh no, they're both very, very much doable.
Yeah, especially with the Dolphins not having a quarterback right now. I think the Jets could beat them. The next one is, let me zoom in a little bit. Kansas City Chiefs clinched the number 1 seed with the win over the Raiders and 1 Bills loss, or 2 Bills losses and 1 Bengals loss. The Buffalo Bills clinched the number 1 seed with wins over Bengals and Patriots, or win over Bengals and the Chiefs lose to the Raiders, or win over the Patriots, Chiefs lose to Raiders, and Bengals lose to the Ravens. Okay. Jacksonville Jaguars, they clinched the AFC South with the win over the Titans, and they clinch a wild card berth with Steelers lost to the Browns, Patriots lost to the Bills, and Dolphins lost to the Jets. The Tennessee Titans clinch AFC South with a win over the Jaguars. That's all they need. New England Patriots, they clinch a wild card berth with a win over the Bills, or Dolphins lose to the Jets, Steelers lose to the Browns, and Titans lose to the Jaguars. Cincinnati Bengals.
Go back. Dolphins lose to the Jets, Steelers lose to the Browns. Okay.
So, Bree, real quick. So what you're saying is, what this is saying, they can win the South but not clinch a playoff berth.
No, if you win the division,
if you win your division, you clinch that berth.
That's what I thought, because you get 4 seats, and then the rest are wild cards, right?
Yeah.
Why would they split it up? Just say fucking win over the Titans.
Right.
No. Because if we win, we're done, right? But if we lose, we still have another opportunity.
Yeah,
that's why they put that.
Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah. They clinch AFC North with the win over the Bills or a win over the Ravens. And then they clinch the AFC North number 1 seed with win over Bills and Ravens, and the Chiefs have to lose to the Raiders. The Baltimore Ravens clinch AFC North with a Bengals loss to the Bills and a win over the Bengals.
And that's assuming that they play this game.
Yes, this came out 20 minutes before the game started.
So I have a question.
On Monday.
Before we go to the NFC, I have a question.
Okay.
And this was me. We're talking about this at work. So Fargus made the suggestion. He goes, they should just call it 7-3 game. Bengals win.
Well, NFL executives said the discussion about what to do with the Bills and Bengals games are ongoing. He knows they have to make a decision on it in the upcoming days. But the NFL executive, Troy Vincent, explains that the league's focus have been on DeMar Hamlin. So this is what I think is going to happen. My theory is they're going to let Week 18 play out, right? And then after Week 18, they're going to have probably right before wildcard weekend starts, they're going to have them play.
See, but I think that's wrong, because these teams that get a spot in a wild card, they got to play right away.
Yeah,
but also.
So do you think so are you saying do that and push the playoffs back, or just do that on a quick week? Because you can't do that on a quick week and put player safety in the question when you just had a player die on the field and get rebirthed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So this is what I think it's going to be. Because honestly, if the Chiefs win, it doesn't really matter what happens with the Bills and the Bengals.
Yes, it does. Because the reason why it matters is because, so say you just leave it as is and keep the Bills as a 2 seed and the Bills as a 3 seed. Now they both win their wild card game, we're assuming, right? And then for the divisional round, home field advantage plays a big part if you talk about going up to Buffalo in 8 feet of snow.
Plus, they can't just automatically give that number 1 seed to the Chiefs when they have to win to the Raiders and the Bills have to lose a game.
Yeah.
And
I know. Yeah, but right now the Chiefs have a better record than the Bills. They have a better record than the Bengals.
If the Bills won out, they would have been the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's if they win out, they still have 2 games to play.
Yeah, so
the best
it has to be decided somehow.
I think the best suggestion, they were talking about it earlier and it made a lot of sense, is so you normally get a bye week before the Super Bowl. So if you play this game after week 18 and you push the wild card game to the right, it just takes away that bye week before the Super Bowl. So there's no longer a bye week.
So I got something.
But that's the Pro Bowl week. So, but what they can do is they could push the Pro Bowl to that Saturday, maybe a day or two back, also as well.
So
they're playing flag football. You know what I mean?
I got something quick.
What happened, Frank?
So Bills in the conference are 8-2. Chiefs are 8-3. So yeah, they have a 13-3 record. Bills are 12-3, and Bengals are 11-4, and their conference record is 7-3. That conference when it comes to placement.
Yes.
And all them the tiebreakers. That's why I keep saying, yeah, the Chiefs got a better record, but the conference,
the conference.
So, and that's what it's really gonna. That's why this game
is important.
People don't want to say it because of what happened to the player. Is highly significant to the outcome of the playoffs. What I had said they should have did was play it on Tuesday, and then move their games to a Monday, and do a doubleheader on Monday. And that way you still got some break in between, or play it Wednesday and still move their next game to a Monday doubleheader.
You know what's crazy? Another whole aspect of this whole thing is that so many times happen where the NFL misses on game scheduling for like primetime games. Like how many times we done seen the Broncos in primetime and all that? There's not many times that you get this kind of game with this much magnitude. Like they hit this game on the head. Like they knocked this one out the park. It's the perfect game to play football in week 17. And then the fucking unthinkable happens. You know what I mean? Like it's terrible how that works out. Not just, obviously it's terrible how it works out for DeMar as well, more than anything, but it's terrible how it worked out in general. If you ask me though, big bingo, big who they, I'll say, hey, look, we both had to drive. We did more with ours. We won.
I think that should have been proposed. If we postpone and we can't replay it, are you good with the score being what it was? 7-3.
Yeah, but who's gonna say yeah? There's teams that started off so end up winning the game.
That's
so. How in your rightful mind, if it was your team, would you say yes, that you're good with it?
At the end of the day, I don't know. If you can't play it, you can't play it. It's easier to say. I'd be more comfortable saying, hey, all right, well, we both had an opportunity with the ball, just like you do in overtime, than to say, hey, just say the game didn't matter at all. We got out on the field. We prepped, and y'all called y'all first best 15 plays. And just like we know, they script the plays. So y'all played y'all first best 15 plays. We played our first best 15 plays, and our first best 15 looked a lot better than yours. We walked the ball down.
Yeah, but it's not always about how you start. It's about how you finish.
Yeah.
I'm not against what you're saying, but so if we say that, it's like teams that were down and out the first half that end up winning the game. The reason why the overtime rule changed is because they was like, hey, we didn't get the opportunity to finish it off.
The overtime rule, because they got their golden boys that they got to cater to. Facts.
So it's the same thing that will go here.
Because if you play football the way it's meant to be played, then and you got the number one defense, right? Like the Bills had last year, and they went into overtime and didn't get to touch the ball. That's because their number one defense crumbled. When we played the same team the next week and they got the ball in overtime, our number 20 defense stood the fuck up, got the ball back, and we won the game.
Bro, y'all was
I'm not against what you're saying.
Twice in that game and came back and won. Like it. So I'm gonna say this. You're right. Teams do come back, Nikki.
Yeah, but the thing about it is this, right? If you have that same mentality in the beginning of the season, the Bengals wouldn't be where they are now. Because in the beginning of the season, first half, they played like shit.
And then you know what turned
it is what it is.
Guess what turned our season around, Nikki?
Jesus, amen, hallelujah.
Hey, we do. Hey, we do rock with Jesus over here. But guess what we started doing?
You guys are fools, man.
If you watch any Bengals games, you'll hear what they say. We started scoring first. Scoring first is what turned our season around. And damn, look what we talking about. The fact that we scored first.
Look, I'm not against what you're saying. But no, I'm not against what he's saying. I'm not against what you're saying. The only thing is this, right? Both teams are very competitive. Both teams at the end of the game, the Bengals started out on top. The Bills could have been on top by the end of the game, or the Bengals can stay on top. That's why you have to see a game play out. We're just not going to say because they scored first that, oh, they should automatically win the game. Because we have a lot of teams, for example, where the Eagles did great in the first half and they stalled in the second half. They might have still won the game, but they didn't end.
We talk about worst case scenario. What if the game can't get played?
Oh, stop.
I was talking to Frank earlier, and the reason I love boxing, right? The reason I love boxing is because you as a boxer, right? You gotta have that strategy to go in there and whoop that opponent, right? You can't leave it in the judge's hands because at the end of the 12 rounds, when it's a split decision, you can't be mad, right? So,
right.
If you win more rounds at the end of the day, it takes away from the situation and the decision.
Even if you lost the first, like you said, if you lost the first 8 rounds, dominated the last 4, you lost the fight.
Yeah, but boo. Okay, look. There was 5 minutes remaining. Okay, hold on, right? So
I get what you're saying. The game was nowhere near over. I get what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, same thing. I think he kind of get what I'm getting at is that if it comes down to it, you can't just null and void. In my opinion, you can't just null and void the game because equal opportunities were played.
They need to play the game. I want to see the damn game.
So, I agree. Hey, look, and the thing about it is, we was gonna win the damn game, and if anybody want to wager when the game is played, whether it's in the regular season or the playoffs, y'all can holler at me.
No, I think y'all was gonna win the game too. I didn't see that defense slowing y'all down at all. And the team stats, Bills have 4, Bengals have 5 first downs. And third down efficiency, they were 50%, Bengals were 100%. Total plays, the Bills had 11, Bengals had 7. Total yards was 68 yards by the Bills, 66 yards by the Bengals. And Bengals had 2 drives, Bills only had 1. And passing yards was 52 for the Bengals, 33 for Bills. Rushing yard, they had y'all 35-14. But red zone efficiency was 100% for the Bills, and the Bills only had the and Bengals had it for 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Bills had it for 5 minutes and 42 seconds.
Bro, we literally walked the ball down the field on them. And the thing about it is, the 2 plays in that second drive where Hamlin got hurt, was easy first downs too. Fucking T. Higgins was wide open on that play.
Yeah, he was. Now I don't think Nicky's right. They can come back, but I think the Bills' stats are not in their favor when it's they don't win close games, or they only win if it's a blowout. I forgot what it was. Their stats at one point was lopsided when it came down to the measure of a game being close. We've seen Joe Burrow and the Bengals come back from 21 points down. A lot of teams can't.
If it's the 1-score game, I'm on us.
I believe if they're not going to play it, then go with. If you're going to count them fantasy points, then go 7-3 and let's move on. Because you count them fantasy points. Shit. If y'all not going to count it, then take them fantasy points away and let it and figure it out. There was no contingency there. They just did it and left it up, and now it's in the air. And you know what? And I'm going to say this, and it might sound wrong, but it's not what I mean in a bad way. I feel the league doesn't want to make a decision, and what they're doing is they're using the injury to focus on, like they said, our focus is on him, not the game.
Yeah. So
now you don't got to make a decision because we don't know. Hopefully, this man's out of the situation by the end of the week and back to normal. But
I don't think you can get out, Frank. And to be honest with you, to be frank, the league is not to be trusted in that manner. We were watching the game. We heard the league wanted them to take 5 minutes and go back out on the field.
Yep.
And Joe Shiesty and them said no.
Yeah, the players.
They said that as soon as the ambulance drove off the field, they looked at Joe Burrow and said, "In 5 minutes, you warm up." And he said, "No, I'm not warming up."
Yeah, like, bro, like, I've never in my life personally, like, you know what I'm saying, seen somebody get the AED put on them. Like, if I see that on a football field, no, I'm not playing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even.
9 minutes of CPR, them reviving him back to life.
I'm sure y'all got an idea, but do y'all know how unsuccessful CPR usually is? Like, when CPR is administered, people are usually not making it, bro. Like, that's last ditch effort. So that's a miracle that was performed on that field.
This. I watch the Get Up a lot, right? I got a lot of time on my hands now. Retired stuff. But man, Stephen A. says some stuff today. He says a lot of crazy stuff. But today, man, he got really serious with it, and he started out like this. He said, "I'm gonna be the one to say this because nobody else is." He said, "Those grown men choose to play this game, this violent game. There's players that seen that play on that field, like the Cincinnati Bengals. It wasn't one of y'all players, but guess what? Y'all got to play in that field again, right? The Buffalo Bills go play football somewhere else. Y'all got to play in that field where that incident just happened, right? And because it happened there, it doesn't stop the show. The professionalism still has to play because that's what they signed up for, knowing the risk that would happen." And that's, to me, I was like, damn. Looking at it, the way that he broke it down today, he said a lot more stuff to go with it. But in the gist of it, that's what he meant. It's and I go back to boxing. When you go in boxing and there's boxers that go in there, get hit one time and then die, right? Because that's the risk that they chose to go in there. And many, many witnesses are in there, and there's only 2 people in there in that ring. Here, you got your whole squad out there, and it's unfortunate of the situation. And how can you go out there and play? I don't know, right? I don't know, because I can't even imagine.
I get that, yeah. At some point, yeah. I think everybody agrees the game should have been stopped and shouldn't have finished that night. But yeah, like you said, the show, must go on, and it will this week. But just like any sport, like even if on the undercard, if somebody dies on the undercard, the main card is not happening. You know what I mean? Like,
no, it happens. The main card happens,
bro. Them boxers died. All right, this sounds fucked up. They don't die like the most recent dude. He didn't die in the ring. You know what I mean? That was on the undercard and the fight happened, but he didn't die in the ring. He didn't even go to the hospital till hours later. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. They're more likely to die in I know it sounds fucked up, but they passed away in the hospital.
Yeah, I'm not saying if they would have passed away on that boxing in the ring on the you know what I'm saying, that on the canvas, then no, the main card's not happening, dog, unless we in like fucking Thailand or some shit.
Yeah, no, I got you.
But yeah, I don't know. And then I don't know that whole shit, the social media, man. And it's
social media is a monster.
Social media. Let me just say something. One thing and one thing only. T. Higgins should not get any hate whatsoever. And there was a lot of hate on social media by social media trolls, of course, blaming him. And I do not agree or think that it's his fault. Like, nobody knows. It was not an illegal tackle. Like, there was nothing wrong about the hit. It's unfortunate what happened, but to blame that man after he's already somewhat blaming himself is just the worst thing that anybody could do, and especially all these trolls. It was disgusting what I saw all on Twitter yesterday regarding to T. Higgins.
it wasn't even just the trolls. ESPN allowing Bart Scott to be on there saying that shit.
Bart Scott also said that he should be fined and he should.
Who you talking about though? Bart? Who the fuck?
He said that they should definitely fine him. They should fine him, and that he hit him in the chest with his helmet when clearly he hit him. It was his shoulder connected to his chest.
Look,
it was not a.
No, it was a freak fucking accident. Who is Bart Scott?
And the thing, hey Frank, Bart Scott is the same person who last year was saying that the Ravens should take cheap shots on Joe Burrow because he went out there and hung 500 yards on him when they had their reserves in.
He's a nobody, bro. Listen, I can't stand him. Honestly, I don't like.
I agree with you, but the issue is ESPN employs him and allows him to talk and give him that.
So here's what I'm gonna say, right? And people pick and choose who they go at, right? Who they come at. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna turn my camera because I gotta actually been drinking water. I run to the bathroom, but Baylor said something. They jumped down his throat. June quoted what Stephen A. said in the text, and I guarantee you nobody's gonna jump down his throat. Is the person that's saying the message, is they jumping down his throat? I had a conversation with a few people. Oh, he was wrong for that. I was like, read it over. I've read it like 10 times. I've read it out.
But people interpret things differently.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, correct.
You interpret it that way. Other people might interpret it something else that they might find disrespectful or offensive in that moment, in that matter.
Yes. What I'm saying is because it's him they jumping down his throat. I guarantee you, if it was somebody else that they probably respect, they won't do that.
No, I don't think so.
Scott Pelt said pretty much the same shit right after the game. And the problem is it's three things: perception, timing, and your history, pretty much. And people and Skip Bayless has a history of turning people against him. People already don't like him. He's already the villain.
Ain't that what I said? That's what I said.
Yeah, so he gonna get a different kind of backlash.
It always plays, yeah. Okay. So
I just think it was word choice, right? Regardless of him being an a-hole, it was just the way it was worded. But people that, I don't know, I didn't read it. And y'all know I told y'all that day. I didn't read it the way people took it. I mean, I think especially where it was placed, but it is what it is. I mean, when you nasty, people are going to assume everything that come out your mouth is, nasty. So it is what it is.
My only issue that I have with him right now is the fact that he did a little solo segment on Undisputed yesterday where he apologized for his tweet and how it was perceived to a lot of people, and that, which, was the right thing to do. Of course, the big dogs told him to apologize, like, you need to get on air and apologize because you're facing a lot of freaking backlash right now. But he did apologize. The apology seemed very sincere. And then today he said he stands by what he tweeted and what he said. If that was the case, don't apologize for something that you stand by,
Yeah, but how about he apologizing because y'all took it wrong? Like, what he said is still what he meant, but I apologize that it offended people.
Correct.
Hey, Shannon Sharp need to go ahead and put pause on Skip Bayless.
Yeah, because he was absolutely disrespectful to him. But no, my thing is like, he apologized, for the tweet and all that stuff, And then today, because, Shannon Sharp was across, it was like, it was his attitude and his demeanor. And it's just like, why were you so sincere and apologetic yesterday and so heartfelt? And today you have your big girl panties on and just,
I honestly feel like he didn't apologize for what he said. I don't think he was apologizing for what he said. I think it was more for how people took it. Like, honestly, again, it's just me, right? I didn't see what he said to be completely wrong. Like, hold on, my car just started.
if people read it that it was sarcastic, oh, now it's irrelevant. But I mean, to me, it was irrelevant. I don't give a damn that it's such an important game. I don't give a damn that we're in week 17. Like somebody just died on the thing. It is irrelevant. I don't give a damn. I don't care how important it is for who's going to win number 1 seed when we have a 24-year-old man on the field for a hit that didn't look bad. It wasn't illegal or whatever, and we don't know why. We don't know what's going to happen to this soul. It's irrelevant. I don't give a fuck about no damn first seed or Bengals or Bills.
It's a simple fact that he was so, sincere and heartfelt yesterday when he was by himself. And now that he's sitting across Shannon, because, he's super disrespectful. Anytime Shannon's next to him, he just a big bad wolf in his own, I stand by what I said and all this other stuff. And it was just like, you should have had that same energy yesterday when you're by yourself apologizing than trying to be a big bad wolf now. Like, I don't like stuff like that. But
that's what I'm saying, Bree. He was apologizing.
He can stand by his tweet. It was his demeanor. You have to watch it, Nikki. It's his demeanor and how he was talking.
Okay.
And it was like everything that he said yesterday just goes directly out the window because of his demeanor and how he was acting on Undisputed today.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm quiet on this.
Hey, I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. Man, I appreciate it having me up. Yeah.
No problem.
All right, bye, Blanco. We still have to go through the NFC.
Hey, hit me
scenarios.
up.
Yeah, we got it, because I gotta let this convert before I even get on my next one. So let me
somebody hit me up this weekend. I'm gonna try to catch up with y'all.
Okay, I'll text you.
All right.
Y'all be safe.
All right, so I'm just gonna brush through these. I'm just gonna brush through these really fast, and then we'll go through the predictions, and then we'll hop off.
I think I have a question for Nikki.
I'm almost home. Yes.
Nikki, you there?
I'm listening. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You know what? I'll ask you after she goes through this. Before the prediction, I got a question for you.
Okay.
June, did you write it in the chat?
No, this is just for Nikki. I didn't put it in the chat because it's just for Nikki.
Okay. Philadelphia Eagles, they clinched the number 1 East
and number 1 seed
with a win over the Giants, or Cowboys lost to the Commanders and 49ers lost to the Cardinals. San Francisco 49ers, they clinched the number 1 seed with the win over the Cardinals, and Eagles lose to the Giants. The Dallas Cowboys, they clinched the NFC East with a win over the Commanders, and the Eagles lose to the Giants. They clinched the NFC East and the number 1 seed with the win over the Commanders. The Eagles lose to the Giants, and the 49ers lose to the Cardinals. Green Bay Packers, they clinched the wild card berth with the win over the Lions. The Detroit Lions, they clinch a wild card berth with the win over the Packers, and the Seahawks lost to the Rams. And then the Seahawks clinch a wild card berth with the win over the Rams, and the Packers lost to the Lions.
Okay, I'm so sorry. You done?
Yes.
Can you reread the Eagles? I mean, that whole Eagle, not just the
The whole first page again?
All right, hold on. I can. Eagles clinch if they win over the Giants or the Cowboys lose to the Commanders. Okay. So they clinch if they win over the Cardinals, and then Cowboys win over the Commanders. Eagles lose to the Giants. Okay, so hypothetical, right? So how about if, no, put it back. Hypothetical, I just have a question. No. How about if the Eagles lose to the Giants, but the Cowboys win the Commanders?
Then the Cowboys
So
win.
if the Cowboys, they clinch the NFC East.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but no. Okay, so how about if the Cowboys win the Commanders, Eagles lose, but the 49ers win the Cardinals?
Then the Cardinals clinch the number 1 seed, and the Cowboys clinch the NFC East.
Huh? Say what?
The Cowboys clinch the NFC East, and then the 49ers clinch the number 1 seed.
Okay, I got it now. Okay.
Are you guys ready for predictions?
Oh no, give me a minute. Let me go to my room.
Well, can you talk, Nikki? This is why you walk to your room. I just can't talk.
I don't know.
It's a cool question too. It's a really cool one. It's not like talk, lengthy or anything like that. It's just, you know. I'm still mad about the fantasy stuff, low key over here. I'm just trying to, bite my tongue. I feel like I feel like people are trying to get over.
I mean, he's trying to what's the word I'm looking for? He's trying to make sure he gets some money in his pocket, more than what he would get. I told you go with the 70-30 split. Don't let your pride get in the way.
I want 100% off. You need to watch Yellowstone. I want 100%.
Bro, that's the problem. You're watching Yellowstone and you're allowing Yellowstone to dictate how you move right now. Stop.
But the loyalty, man. If I had horses, man, I would freaking ride up there.
Bree, what's wrong? Why you look like that?
I'm getting sick.
Oh no.
You okay?
I just said what I said.
Man.
I'm getting sick.
Like fever, cough, not feeling well.
How many times did I sneeze on this podcast, June?
3?
Yeah, I think about 3. Was it?
No, it was like 45. I just muted myself.
45. Holy shit.
Ask Nikki that question. I'll be right back, man.
I could not
Nikki,
hear
you there?
y'all. Yeah, I couldn't hear y'all. I know y'all
All
was
right,
No, we
talking.
were silent.
No, June was talking. June, what was you saying? What you had a
So
question before we did our pick 'em.
My question to you is only to you because it's your team. It ain't nothing negative. It's more about the stadium. How do you feel about the Jaguars coming up with a decision to revamp the stadium and put a roof over it?
They want to do that? I didn't know they was going to do that.
Yeah. It came out in the news today. So,
I mean, whatever they want to do, I support. Shoot. Okay.
I mean, given that it's Jacksonville, given the weather, putting the roof over it, I mean, do you think that takes away from the whole Jacksonville Jaguars?
No, I think they're just trying to progress. I think it's their way of maybe trying to say, honestly, I don't know. Because at first I'm about to say maybe it's their way trying to say, they control the weather kind of ordeal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but Jacks typically don't get cold. So it's still not going to be the same if you go to a cold weather location. They just want to put money into the stadium. I don't know if that's the route. But listen, I support whatever my team does. At one point, everybody thought that they were moving the team to London. So, if we're putting money into Duval, we ain't leaving Duval no time soon. So, yeah, I support it. Let's ride. Let's ride.
Bro, don't do that. That didn't go well for the last
person. Frank, we can't hear you.
No?
No, okay.
You hear me?
Yeah.
No, I can hear you now. All right, hold on. So y'all ready? Hold on, let me get my thingy up.
Okay, Nikki, what format you following so we can follow along too?
Just listen to the words that come out of my mouth. It works, right?
No.
All right. Saturday, 3:30. Oh, order. Oh, hold on.
Bree, Nikki,
hey, y'all
June,
pick the order.
Bree, Nikki, June, Frank.
Bree, Nikki, June, Frank. Sounds great to me. All right.
I wanted to go to Nikki. All
right. All right. Saturday afternoon. Chiefs at Raiders. Bree.
Chiefs.
I am going right now. I'm just lying. Chiefs. Frank.
You gotta be kidding me.
No. Bree, Nikki, June.
Yeah.
Is my guy? I got confused.
It's yours go, June.
Oh.
Oh my God.
I'm going Chiefs. I mean, I was gonna go Raiders. Don't get me wrong, because they gave the 49ers a hell of a game.
So you're going what? Raiders?
I'm going Chiefs.
Okay. Frank.
Chiefs.
I low-key was gonna go Raiders, June. I get it. What happened, Bree?
Neither James Harrison or Hines Ward made the finalists for Hall of Fame 2023.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
Bree. Titans at Jag.
This is a good one. I'm looking at the injury reports.
Oh my God.
They got y'all beaten by 6.
We're gonna be there. Damn it! Pick the damn Jags.
No, pick the Titans. Go to Titans. Make your decision, Bree.
Let me make my.
I just told you to make your decision.
No. We give you 45 minutes to go over what you want to go over. Let me think.
Okay, so hold on, because I think it was taken wrong. June said, pick the Jags, you're going to be there. And I was like, no, make your decision. I wasn't rushing you. I was saying.
No, you said pick the Titans.
If you want to, make your decision. I wasn't rushing. I was just saying, pick whoever you wanted.
Listen, we know what Nikki going with. Just go ahead.
Yeah. Let me just write my name down. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, write mine.
Write your shit down. You know what you got.
Okay, Bree, we come back to you. June.
Wait,
Dougie P.
No, wait.
We'll come back to you, Bree. I've done that before.
I was about to say my pick.
Well,
you see, you rushing me because that's rushing me right there.
No, I said take your time. I'll come back to you.
That's rushing me. That is rushing. That's rushing.
I'm flying down for this game.
I'm taking the Jaguars.
You going? Everybody's going Jags. Everybody's going Jags.
That's rushing.
I'm not rushing you.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Okay, well, dang.
I'm not. I said I'm gonna come back to you, so I won't rush you.
Listen, we going with the home.
My mouth was open about to talk, and then you said, "Okay, we'll come back to you."
But Nikki, you know right now, Nikki, I ain't fighting nobody at this damn stadium. So listen.
No
money. You know what I'm saying? I gotta retire. We ain't fighting nobody. So if you get bucked,
I'ma tell them no. If they buck, right?
All right, next one. Let's go.
All right, I don't care. All right, next one. Ravens at Bengals. Bree.
Hold on, I gotta find a game.
Oh yeah, she's nowhere near in order.
I'm going Bengals.
You're going Bengals?
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going Bengals. June?
I'm going Bengals. Hold on. Who they playing?
The Ravens. And Cincy.
And Lamar's coming back.
No, he's not.
No,
he's not coming back.
Lamar
said.
Okay, you want to go Ravens?
He said,
I got the Bengals.
I'm not focused on that over there. That's tension. That's drama.
Frank?
Bengals, come on.
No, I want everybody to be able to say what they want. God, I gotta pee. All right. Browns at Steelers. Bree.
Pittsburgh.
Oh,
I need to make it into the playoffs.
This is for Mike. This ain't about the Steelers. I mean, the playoffs. This is for Mike's perfect 500 career.
Well, above 500.
Yeah.
I'm going Steelers. June?
Steelers.
Frank?
Browns. I'm sorry. I gotta go Browns. They're in a contention.
You are a hater. You are bald.
What am I hating on?
Bree.
Okay.
Vikings at Bears.
What am I?
I'm going Vikings.
Yeah.
I also am going Vikings.
You're bald. Your eyelids are crooked. You're
going what?
short.
No, she's calling me fake. I'm going.
Hey, can y'all be quiet? Vikings at Bears. June.
I don't know. Nikki got her panties in a bunch today.
Lil
I really
Kirk
need
on
to
the
go
game.
to the bathroom, and I'm just trying to hurry up for y'all. Frank.
Oh, Vikings.
Okay. Pats at Bill. Bree.
I need the Bills to win. I need the Pats to lose.
I'm also going Bills. June.
Bills.
Frank.
Bills. We gave the middle finger. Like, that's gonna hurt my feelings.
Yeah, because you're a fake Pats fan anyway.
All right, so this is the one that's hard.
That hurts my feelings.
Bree. Jets at Dolphins.
I need the Jets to win, so Jets.
This one is a hard one.
And they got no quarterback, so.
Is Tua playing?
No.
No.
And Teddy's not playing. Where were you the first half of the podcast, June?
Jets.
Okay, I'm going Jets. June.
Jets.
Frank.
I'm going Dolphins at home.
He's just. That's why your eyelids are crooked.
All right. Bucks at Falcon. Free.
Ooh.
Bucks.
I'm also going Bucks. June.
So the Bucks already clinched, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not playing their starters either.
Oh,
No, they're gonna play Brady. They're gonna play the starters, but they're not gonna play the whole game. You know what I'm saying? So
Atlanta.
Frank.
ATL.
Nikki, you better not copy us.
Because she ain't say who she was going. No, she said Bucks.
Yeah.
She said Bucks.
Thank you. Okay.
I got you.
Panthers at Saints. Bree.
Ooh.
Panthers.
Panthers.
This one was a hard one for me. The Saints are out. They both out, ain't they?
They both out. Bless you, Bree.
Thank you.
I'm going
Number 4.
Shut up, June.
I'm going Saints. I'm going Panthers. Hold on. I went Panthers last week.
No. Don't pick the same squad as me.
You didn't say your squad. What are you talking about? I didn't ask you for yours. Or did you hear me say June?
Yeah. We're going in order. You said Bree, me, Frank, you.
No, that's definitely not what I said.
Okay.
I'm going Panthers. June.
Panthers.
Frank.
Going Saints at home.
I'm going Saints.
You're going Saints?
Yeah.
Dude, you a dick, bro. Oh, man.
Hold on. All right. Texans at Colts. Bree.
You can put me down for the Colts, I guess. I don't know. Colts.
This one is hard because the Texans did not play shit they played like caca last week. But I think the Colts been out. Have the Texans beat the Colts this season?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm about to look at it. Hold on.
Right. Stop.
I could tweet today, y'all. Let's go.
Oh, they tied. No, they tied.
Yeah, I'll do Colts.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Colts. June.
Why are you going Colts?
The Texans played real bad last week. like real bad.
And you know they're gonna play for Saturdays. Saturday is never gonna have a head coaching job ever in the NFL again. So they're gonna really win. They're gonna try to give him this W. So with that being said, he's still coaching, so I'm not gonna go for the Colts.
You're going for the Texans.
I'm going for
Frank?
the Texans.
I pick Colts.
I'm pissed.
Hey, stop it. Stop.
Bree, Cardinals at Niners.
Niners.
I picked Niners. June.
Niners.
Frank.
San Francisco.
Cowboys at Commanders. Bree.
Who at Commanders? You
Cowboys.
said Cowboys?
Yeah, sorry. Cowboys at Commanders.
Cowboys.
I'm going Cowboys. June.
Cowboys.
Frank.
Cowboys.
Rams at Seahawks. Bree.
That's another one.
Hold on, really quick. What was the game before the Cowboys?
49ers.
49ers. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it?
Bree. No, it's Bree.
Oh.
Bree.
I'm ready.
I asked you.
What,
Rams
you didn't say
at
a game.
Yes, she did.
Rams at Seahawks.
Oh, I said Seahawks.
I'm
Before
going
June
home.
cut you off and said, wait.
Oh,
what?
I didn't hear you then.
Yeah, I didn't hear.
June.
I'm going with the going with the Seahawks. That was tough.
Frank.
Seahawks.
That wasn't hard. The Rams ain't going on.
Baker Mayfield.
All right. Giants at Eagles.
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 Give me somebody, give me a big name in the NFL. Just a random one.
I am going Eagles.
AJ Brown.
Chargers at Broncos.
Chargers.
3. I'm also going Chargers. June.
I'm going with the Broncos. The Chargers ain't gonna play their starters.
Frank.
I'm going Chargers.
And last game is Lions at Packers.
This is the toughest one. I'm not gonna lie.
This is the toughest one. This was the toughest one.
I'm gonna go Packers.
Ooh. Am I go?
It's mine.
Okay, go.
I'm gonna go Packers.
What?
Anyone got hot.
It's all good. He can also get cold really fast.
Frank. Look at my tweet on Twitter.
Frank?
I'm going Lions.
That's the Monday night game?
Mm-hmm. No, it's Sunday night.
It's Sunday night. There's no Monday night game.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. All right, with that being said, let's make it a little bit interesting. With that being the last game, what are you guys' total points?
Look, I don't know. Over under is 49. I'm going to, you said total points for the game? 57.
No.
30-27.
Mm-mm.
And
49.
You think 40? I'm just throwing something out there. I really don't.
I'm going 54.
Okay, that's it.
I didn't hear what you just said. You have your thing.
What?
Your thing at 9.
Yeah, I know. And it's got to convert in the next 15 minutes. So, anyways, another week, the first episode of 2023. I think a lot of good topics we covered. Again, the best wishes and, good health and good recovery for DeMar. And thank you for listening. Subscribe, share, comment. Let us know we could do better. Bree?
Always a pleasure doing this every week. I hope everyone has a safe and blessed weekend. Prayers to DeMar Hamlin.
June?
Hey, God bless everybody. Happy to be here. Can't wait to see you guys and for Dougie P to get that W.
Nikki.
All right, y'all. Y'all already know it's always a blessing coming out. When I'm coming on, talking with y'all, America. It's always good. Oh my gosh, I'm so stoked. On Friday, I will be in Jacksonville. On Friday, we all will be in Jacksonville.
Bless you.
God bless you. God bless you. Listen, we gonna be there, ready to roll with Duval on Saturday. All right, Duval, don't disappoint them because I know you're not gonna disappoint me. Whoever wins this week wins it all, to be honest. End of the season, I'm super excited. And I'm super excited. And you know what, for real, prayers going up for number 3. Your family always said you were a fighter and you got the world fighting with you. So I hope you really do pull through. You got to play a game that you love. Now we just need you to see the rest. 24 is too young to go, right? So we're rooting for you, we're praying for you, and at the end of the day, we hope you come out on the winning side. That's it for me, America. Next time we come on, you'll know that I won the pick the first time in my everlasting life. I'm super excited. And you know what? We about to do it up in Duval for y'all. All right? I'm out.